Hi there, my beautiful birdies. Welcome into your reading. So today we have another 18 plus reading. Who's ready for that? I am definitely ready for that. And I'm super excited. Today we are going to take a look at who wants to, be intimate with you. And we're going to try and make it as YouTube friendly as possible so we don't get demonetized. So bear with me while I try to figure my wording out and while I try to figure the set and everything so I don't have problems. But I really love this reading and I'm really curious about it because some of the piles, I wasn't really counting on having more than one person show up, but apparently two of the piles actually, two people wanted to show up. So yeah, we're gonna look at who those people are, and then we'll also get a little sneak in on, what that person or those people are fantasizing or would like to do, and we're also going to pull some spicy messages. So all of that is going to be in one of your beautiful piles, and we have 4 of them. So you can choose by the crystals. I'm going to show them to you in just a second, but you can also choose by the timestamps. You can pause the video and take a little moment for you to meditate and connect with the energy and see which one calls to you the most. But yeah, we have here for pile number 1, we have some tiger's eye. For pile number 2, we have some citrine. For pile number 3, we have some yellow calcite. And for pile number 4, we have some tangerine quartz. Today I decided to go with a little, brown, yellowish theme. But yeah, so with that being said, again, you can choose by the crystals if you had any tingling finger. Here I go with the tingling fingers. Tingling feeling, or if you feel drawn, if one of these are your favorite crystal, maybe that is your pal. The timestamps are going to be down below, and maybe there's like a synchronicity or a number that is really important to you. So however you want to choose it, and whenever you're ready, I will see you over there. Hi there, pal number 1. Welcome to your reading. So let's figure out who wants to be intimate with you and who's fantasizing about you. And we have here your tiger's eye, so you're definitely in the right place if that is the one that you chose. And let's get right started with it. So we have the Hanged Man, we have January, come here, and we have Leo. So if any of these, over here with the Hanged Man, we have Pisces energy, we have Leo, and we have January. That is Capricorn season with a little bit of Aquarius. So if any of those signs or months mean anything to you, take that as a confirmation. But we have Venus, mellow, delicate fleeting beauty. When life is not coming up roses, look to the weeds and find the beauty hidden within them. And we have retreat. Okay, so it kind of appears that right now things are, especially with the Hanged Man and everything, things between you and this person are a bit stagnant. Maybe this is even someone that you're in separation from. And I feel like this is someone that they don't necessarily have to be spiritual, but I do feel like they have a very big understanding of their life. I feel like they are very clear on their path, and I feel like they're very ambitious as well. And I feel like they know what they want. I feel like they have this, if they're not spiritual, I just feel like they have this big understanding of what their life means, the meaning of life. And I feel like they know what they want, and I feel like they know what life means to them. And I do feel like it is a very personal thing, so I don't think that if they are spiritual or religious, I don't think it's this thing of like super big community. I don't think they're really into that. I feel like they're more into an introspective kind of religion, introspective kind of spirituality. I don't think they're even too much of talking about it and, discussing any of that. I feel like they're very much... Again, I don't feel like they don't talk about it at all. I just feel like they prefer talking about other things, and that being like a personal decision and a personal opinion. I feel like they're very, very, what is the word? It's like they're very, that mindset, that view of religion and spirituality, I feel like it's very fixed, I feel like they don't, I don't know, sometimes people may try and make them get into this place of community and being more open to community and like, but it's going to be fun connecting with people that believe in the same things as you do. And I feel like this person is very fixed on, no, it's me, myself, and my God, me, myself, and my guides, and that's it, But I do feel like they are very stable and well off financially and career-wise. They could do something creative, or they could do something with authority, something around those lines. It could also be that they I'm getting two things. They either just changed jobs or it's like the job that they're in, it's kind of different, or it's different from what they were expecting, is different from what their family was expecting. There's this sense of something changed in their lives, and it doesn't necessarily have to be changing a job. I just feel like they changed the direction that their family wanted for them. But I definitely feel like this is someone that is very attractive. I kind of feel like this, in terms of the relationship between the two of you, I feel like it was possibly very short, or it's like the second you thought that things were actually picking up, this person kind of ghosts you or walks away, and maybe you never really heard from them again or something like that. But I do get this feeling of like, I don't know, this person, I do feel like it was this person that kind of put a stop on it. Maybe it was you. Take that however resonates, but it does feel like one of you was really hopeful and one of you was really excited about the connection. And I kind of feel like this person just, or you know, whoever put a break here, I feel like they were just very like out of the blue. And I don't think the other person was kind of expecting on it. I also feel like there's this feeling of like, I was hoping or I was expecting for us to have more time together than we did. And it kind of feels like something was missing. You know, it's like there's a part of our story that we didn't really get to look at and we didn't get to experience. There's a little bit of that feeling here. But I do feel like this person is very creative. That is for sure. Even if it is not part of their job, I do feel like they see, especially in the way that they see the world, but it could be like they could do something creative as a side hustle or just a hobby. And I feel like that's something that they definitely truly enjoy. They could also be really into sports. And I really get this feeling like this person could also be very, very passionate and sexually active, or they could have a big sex drive. Maybe when you were in a relationship, you kind of saw that. But I do feel like this person has a big sexual side to them that I would even say, that is interesting. I would even say that there was something here that shifted for them in terms of that sexual energy, because I feel like they were dealing with that in a very, it's just something purely physical, and maybe they were going through a lot of like casual one night stand kind of thing. And I feel like this could very well be you, where you kind of shifted the whole energy, and I feel like that intimate side started to become a little bit more, not necessarily spiritual, but emotional. And I feel like they allowed themselves to put a little bit of that energy into it. So, yeah. So let's see here. What is this person thinking about you? What are they fantasizing? I kind of feel like we already know this person, especially with the thing of like maybe in separation. I feel like that's pretty straightforward. But let's see. We have fortitude, be brave and dig deep. We have white carnation, devotion, be true and pure in thought indeed. And we also have African violet, spirituality. Look at that. It's time to connect with what you believe. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if this person started talking a little bit more about spirituality with you. If not, I do feel like it's like you opened up a whole new level to spirituality with them. Because I feel like they really started to understand the meaning of soulmates. I feel like they really started to understand the meaning of, you're totally out of picture. Okay. I feel like they started to understand the meaning of love, you know, and I feel like they really started to understand that there is more to this world than just the physical side of stuff. You know, I feel like they were a very go-getter, and yes, there was that spiritual side to them, but I feel like it would even be a very individualistic side to spirituality and to religion. And I feel like you could have been the person that was maybe not on purpose, you know, maybe you didn't really have that conversation, but I feel like they started to care about you. And when I say care about you, it's a care in an energy of, I want you to be part of my close group, the people that I see as myself, the people that I look at with the same care and with the same intention as I put in myself. The funny part, or not so funny, is that I feel like they may have not showed you this, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was the thing that kind of pushed them away out of the connection. It was that they were starting to look at you like they were looking at themselves. And I do feel like this person is very independent, and I don't think that they ever expected on indulging in a connection so much as they started to indulge with you and as they started to dream of having with you. It's almost like, not that this person didn't want family, but I feel like their vision and their perspective of long-term in terms of relationships could have been very short, you know? And I feel like with you, they could have actually started to see a very long-term kind of relationship and kind of future between the two. And so I feel like one of the things that this person also kind of fantasizes and thinks about when it comes to you is that I feel like they, first of all, there's a little bit of regret, and I feel like they wish that they would have been braver to invest in this connection like it deserves to be invested in. And I feel like they also regret a little bit of not showing you or not telling you enough how much you meant to them. And I feel like how much you mean to them, because I feel like they're kind of still hung up on you. Because I mean, they, at least, you know, in a physical way, they were definitely hung up on you. But I feel like, to be honest, in terms of what this person counts on doing, I do feel like they would like to pursue something a bit more solid and stable with you, and a bit more long-term and commitment-wise. I kind of feel like they're still a little bit in the dwelling kind of energy. But yeah, when it comes to, you know, the more spicy stuff, I do feel like there's something here about like experiencing something with you, like exploring something different with you, maybe some back row, if you know what I mean. I'm really trying to not get demonetized here, so bear with me. But a little bit, you know, back scene action, I do feel like this person could be interested in that. And just in general, I feel like they're interested in exploring new things, and I feel like that's something that they're really curious, and it's like, I'm curious to explore this with you. There's this big emphasis on, it's like now they understand how much you mean to them, and now they understand how important you are to them, you know. And I really feel like in the past they didn't, and I really feel like they are trying to kind of redeem themselves, and I even feel like sometimes they may how do I say this? They may be hard on themselves for thinking about you in this way, you know, in this more sexual way, because like, no, like, dude, come on, you have this, like, all of this pure intention, and you have all of this desire for something bigger with pile number one. Why are you thinking of pile number one this way and just this way? Like, get over it, you know, like, you have to think about pile one in other ways as well. I do feel like this person could have some alone time a lot, and like thinking about you a lot, okay? But I definitely get this feeling that there's almost this feeling of their way to show you how they feel would be through this more sexual energy. That's interesting. Okay. What are they fantasizing, thinking? What would they like to do? All right. So we have over here the Warrior of Love. We have Standing Alone. And we have Jealousy and Possessiveness. Yeah, I really feel like this person, I really feel like they regret letting you go. And now you may be like seeing someone else, or they think that you're seeing someone else. And I really feel like they just want to hone you and make you theirs. I do feel like there's this feeling of like, I want to stop playing games, and I want to stop. To be honest, like, I really, first of all, let's go back. Standing alone, this is definitely confirmation that this person does think a lot about you when they're alone. But I do feel like there is also this feeling of, I don't want to be alone anymore, and I don't want to play games anymore. Like, I'm ready to fight for this connection, and I want to fight for this connection. And so I feel like their way to show you, it could be in a very sexual way. But I also feel like it's almost like their fantasies and everything that happens in their fantasies, and the way that they see things happening, and what they think about when they think of you sexually, it is in a very romantic and in a very emotional way. And I do feel like they would like to have more with you of that romantic side. You know, I feel like they would really love to have, it's again that thing. I really feel like you shifted the whole perspective on intimacy. It's like, I feel like before, intimacy was just about the physical side of stuff. But now I feel like with you kind of change things. And it's like, intimacy, it's about the physical side. It's about vulnerability. It's about openness. And it's about having all of those things together and exploring that in the physical aspect of things as well. And I feel like that whole view of things, it kind of shifted everything for them. And I really feel like it made them kind of waken and do something different. But we have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Queen of Cups. I'm shuffling this and the other way around. We have the Page of Cups. And we have the Lovers and the Death card. Okay. With the Queen of Wands. So yeah, this person is definitely super freaking attracted to you. That is for sure. But I do get this feeling. It's like they want to change this connection and they really want to move towards you with love. So whenever they think of you sexually, it's not just about that. I really feel like before it may have been, and before maybe that was all that you were seeing, and maybe you have believed that this person was only seeing you for your body, especially with the way that things ended between the two. It's like this person possibly just ghosting you, or you never talking again or something. It's like, oh, we had some fun times and this person just decided to walk away. And I really feel like it's not that. I really feel like it is not. They definitely have all of this flirty and spicy energy towards you, but they really want to move in a very stable and solid direction with you, with all of this love. All right. I really feel like they do. First of all, they do want to apologize. That is something that is coming through, but more than anything, they want to express their love to you, and they want to tell you how much you mean to them. To be honest, I feel like they could be fantasizing a lot about oral, and I don't even feel like it's to please themselves. I really feel like they have this thing of like, I want to be there for you. I want to provide for you, and maybe this may be very specific. I feel like if this message is for you, this person may have talked about that, but it could be that this person could have like a little issue with that. Maybe they were, I don't know. It's not that they were, not that it was awkward or that, I don't know. I feel like they weren't comfortable with giving the other person some oral, or they weren't comfortable with exploring that or something. And I feel like now they're really open to it because they know that would make you feel good. There's something around those lines. I also feel like, again, especially with this person thinking about a lot about you in this way, I do feel like they definitely imagine you giving them oral. But also boobs. You could have really good girls if you are a woman, and they're definitely caught up on that. That is for sure. You could also, and if you're a man or a resonate has a meal, you could have really nice chest, and that is something that they really love. Or even like your whole torso, the abdominal area as well. I feel like they're also really into that. But there's also this feeling of like kissing. I just want to kiss you, but I want to kiss you in a way that makes you know, that makes you understand how I feel. It's not just a little kiss, or it's not just a little spicy kiss. No, it's a kiss. It's a loving kiss. And I really feel like that is something that they want. There is also something about, letting their, how do I phrase this? Letting their fluids flow through your mouth, something like that. Specifically that. So we were talking about oral, but specifically that. That's definitely something that they are also really into, and that they are also really wanting to explore with you. Or if that has already happened, that is definitely something that they really, really loved, and something that is kind of engraved in their mind, and they definitely imagine that about you. But I really get this feeling of, when they think of you, they think of the two of you as unstoppable, as like, we can do anything together, we can accomplish anything together, we've got this. And there is this feeling of like, if we ever get back together, it's like everything is possible. There's this feeling of like, you empower them and you make them feel good and you make them feel powerful and you make them feel unstoppable. And I really get this feeling that first of all, they really want a family with you, especially here. In the death card, we don't have a pregnant lady, but here we have. And I really feel like they would really love to have a child with you. They would really love, again, it's that long-term commitment. I feel like before, their long-term would be like, oh yeah, just a few months. But I feel like now it's like, no, I see a whole future with you. And I really feel like they want that. And they really want, I hear specifically a marriage. So that's also something that they think about. But let's get here a few more spicy messages. If you're just listening, I would advise you to go back to the video and watch, because I'm not really going to tell them to read them for you, but read them at your own discretion here. But we definitely have this energy here that we were talking about before. I love trying new things with you. So I definitely get this feeling of like, they want to explore. And again, I really feel like they would like to explore the back area. All right. But we have, I miss you so much. I need you right here, right now. Yeah, man, this person is like really craving for you. And it's not just physical. It is emotional. This person is really like needing you emotionally. We also have My Body Craves You. These are actually not too bad. I think. I don't even know at this point. But we have here I Won't Stop Until You're Sore. I Love the Way You Use Your Tongue. And I Want to Whisper in Your Ear How I've Been Craving You. All right? So, pile number 1, this was lovely. I hope this resonated. I hope you know who this person is. I feel like you do. But if you really don't know who this person is, then probably this is not your pal. But feel free to choose another pal if you're like totally over this person's like, no, please, I want someone else. Definitely go check out another pal. Why not? Okay? So, that being said, if you're interested in zodiac cusp or zodiac sign readings, definitely go check out my other 2 channels, the Sunny Virgo and the Sunny Virgo Tarot. And if you're interested in private reading, we do have 18 plus private readings, so definitely check out the link below in the description box. And if you want to support me any further, you can check out my Patreon where we have self-care content and twin flame readings and all that jazz. So yeah, I think that's it. I don't know if I already said it, but don't forget to smash the like button and to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. But that is it. So I love you very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, pal number 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Citrine, you're definitely in the right place. Let's put you this way. So you're one of the pals that actually got 2 people. I wasn't really counting. I was just like, my intention was this to be like 1 pal, 1 person, but apparently your guides had different intentions and they wanted to make known 2 people here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start here with 1 person and then we're going to get into the other person. Okay, so this may be a little bit of a longer reading compared to the other pals, but it is what it is. So we have over here the Hermit in reverse, which I'm actually going to take it that way. We also have Sagittarius. We have Faithfulness and Modesty with Violet. And we have, whoa, this could be the one. Hello. So we have Virgo and Sagittarius energies coming through. So if those resonate already for someone that you have in mind, definitely take it. But it does appear that there's someone here that I feel like they're very, to be honest, they could be, I don't feel like they're spiritual, but they could be very, how do I phrase this? They could be very open-minded and they could be very curious. I feel like the right word is curiosity. I feel like they're a very curious person and they really love to explore, especially like the religions or just understanding how the world works. They could also love to travel and they could spend like their whole life traveling. But I really feel like this is someone that maybe at some point, maybe now you see has the one. Maybe this is someone that you're really in tune with, you know. And I kind of feel like with this Hermit in reverse, it could have been that this person ghosted you, but now they're kind of turning things back around and maybe they're kind of talking to you a little bit again. I do feel like if they ghosted you, you were already talking, but you know, maybe for some of you not, but I do feel like for most of you, you have talked already. But I do get this feeling like this person, I feel like they are an extroverted introvert, because I feel like they really like their alone time and I feel like they really like to reflect and they really like to go through introspection and just, you know, understand themselves and understand what is going on. I feel like especially with their emotions, I feel like sometimes they have a hard time, or they used to have a hard time dealing with their emotions, and I feel like they would get really overwhelmed and stressed out and anxious and confused. But now I feel like they've learned to understand their emotions, understand that they're there for a reason, and that there is a better way for them to connect with them and for them to use those emotions and to connect with them and connect with them in a way that is healthy and in a way that makes sense to them. And I feel like they're in a very independent point, and I feel like that's also why they're kind of I feel like they're a little bit isolating themselves. I kind of feel like they don't really have too many big friends, to be honest. I feel like they love getting to know new people, and I feel like they're really friendly is the extrovert part of them, where I feel like they're really friendly and they're really like super social, you know, and if you strike up a conversation with them, they're definitely going to be there. But I don't think that this person is the type of person to start a conversation, you know. I feel like this is the type of person, especially now, at this point in their life, I feel like they're in a place where I need time for myself, because I feel like they may have been through relationships or just friendships or situations that I feel like it really made them understand who was good for them and who is not, and who is manipulating them and who were actually supporting them. So they could have been through a very tough cycle in their life, or a very tough moment in their life, and I feel like they kind of struggle a little bit with that, and I don't think that they got the support that they were expecting to have. So that's something. But I also feel like this person is very, especially with the modesty part, I feel like they're very, I'm hearing humble. You know, I feel like they're very simple. They're a very simple person. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the type of person that has like just 2 pairs of trousers, 5 t-shirts, and they're always changing between them. And it's like no new clothes, nothing, and just a pair of shoes, you know? I really feel like they're really simple, and they're really, I don't know, I feel like they also don't like to gloat, and I feel like they also don't like to put themselves too much out there, especially when it comes to showing them how good of a job or how good they are. You know, I feel like this is someone that is very, very shy when it comes to it, you know? And it's so beautiful because I feel like their shy side is super sweet and kind and super like adorable. And I feel like the extroverted side, it's so fun and quirky. And I feel like they could even be a little bit, or they find themselves at least a little bit weird or something. And but I feel like it's just adorable. I really feel like this person is adorable. So to be honest, I'm not sure if this could be the one, if it is how you see them. But I mean, we're talking about who this person is, and maybe this is your way to understand who this person is, you know, for this to make sense to you. But I feel like this is also how this person views you. I really feel like they see you as potentially being the one, or having a really good potential for that. So that's really interesting. Let's take a look here at what this person, and it's so interesting because it's like, this is an 18 plus reading, and I cannot see this person. I mean, of course they can have that desire, but it's like, I feel like they're so adorable and so sweet and gentle that it's like, the energy just feels very lovemaking and not so much like a really raw, passionate encounter, you know? But I mean, sometimes it's that thing of like the good girls are the worst ones, you know? And I kind of feel like it could be a little bit of this energy here. Not that they're a girl, but, you know, maybe they have like a hidden kinky side. Who knows? But yeah, so let's take a look at what they think of you, or what they think when they're like a little bit, you know, more spicy, or what they fantasize about you. But let's see here. What do we have? We have Cal Lily, Rejuvenation, Reawaken and then Stand Stronger. We have Bluebell, Gratitude, Be Thankful for what is good now. And we also have Everlasting Daisy, Fortitude, Be Brave, and Dig Deep. So I kind of get this feeling. Let's actually shift this around and do it this way. I kind of get this feeling like this person is gaining up the courage to make some sort of move towards you. And I feel like that's something that they think about when they think of you. And it's so interesting because, again, I kind of want to get more into the nitty-gritty of stuff. And I feel like they're just in such a lovey-dovey kind of energy. I feel like they're really appreciating you and appreciating all that you did. And just who you are, you know? And I feel like if they did ghost you, or if things were a bit more stagnant, where, you know, communication wasn't flowing that well, I do feel like it wasn't from a place of, oh, I don't have feelings for you, oh, I don't see a future with you. I feel like it was coming more from a place of, I really need time for myself. I really need time to figure myself out. I feel like they were really trying to just understand themselves and try to figure out, like, what the heck was going on in their life. Especially if this situation that was really tough on them, if it was recent and if it was around that time. But I really feel like it's so beautiful how we have like, be thankful for what is good now. So I really feel like they have overcome that obstacle, and they have overcome that point in their life, and now they're really ready for more. They're really ready for a different cycle in their life. And maybe if this was about a relationship, for some, I'm hearing like a divorce, and it was a really nasty divorce, it's like now they're ready for a new relationship, and they're ready for a new cycle in love, you know? And I feel like they see that with you. And whenever they think of you, they think with gratitude, and they think with this energy of, man, I'm so glad I met pal number 2, you know? And I do feel like they're also trying to gain up some courage to make that move. I don't think it's a sexual move, but because I feel like the way this person sees the more spicy stuff, it just has a reward, you know, it just has a little bonus, the cherry on top, you know, but like, if that doesn't happen, it's okay, I have hands, you know, or I have toys. And I feel like this person, it's very like, I want love, I want the heartfelt, the emotional side of stuff, and I really feel like this person sees that with you, so that's good. Let's see here. Let's try to get into the more spicy stuff, though, because you came here for that spicy stuff, I assume. But let's see here. We have loving yourself. How beautiful. We don't need to cover this up. And we have joy and jubilation. So I really feel like this person has so much fun with you. If you were already intimate with this person, I feel like they look at those memories with a lot of funness. And I feel like they could have had a lot of fun. Maybe you were laughing a lot and you were just, I don't know, appreciating things so much. And I feel like we were just like having fun, especially we also have here like uninhibited and released. And I feel like we were just like letting yourselves go and just having fun, you know. But it could also be just the way that they feel with you in general. And I feel like that is something that they also want to bring into this more spicy energy. And I feel like that's something that they kind of imagine. It's like, I feel like when they imagine on what it would be like if you were never intimate with this person, what it would be like to be with you, I feel like they imagine it being very like just lighthearted and fun, a lot of laughing. I clearly hear laughter. So this person may really actually love your laugh, but I feel like this person just, there's this strong feeling of like, I just love you for who you are. You know, I just love you for your personality, for like your whole being. It's not that I love you. I do like your body, you know, but that is not the thing. And I really feel like, especially with the loving yourself, I feel like they just love like your whole body. It's like they're this person holding up the mirror. It's like, please appreciate yourself. You're so freaking gorgeous. You know, you're so freaking amazing. But I also feel like this is how you make them feel. I really feel like you make them feel unstoppable and powerful. And it's like, oh my God, like I'm the hottest, you know? And I really feel like you make them feel good. And I feel like they really appreciate that in you. They could also really like your booty. That is also something. And like even here, I feel like this is the type of person to like maybe kiss your hand if they're, you know, if they're a gentleman, or even if they're not a gentleman. This could be the type of person, or to like really caress and like they could be a touchy person. That could be one of their physical love languages. But I definitely feel like, you know, with this thing of like here in this imagery, I really feel like this could be the type of person to just be so gentle and so kind with the touches and with the, you know, it's like they put intention in everything that they do and everything that in how they treat you, essentially, you know. But let's see here, what do we have? So we have the Three of Swords. Ooh, hello. We have the Six of Wands, the Justice. So I really feel like especially this whole combination is screaming divorce or like a pretty nasty breakup here. But let's see, we have the Lovers. And let's get one more or two more or something. All right. So we also have the World and we have the Magician. How beautiful. I really love this. So I kind of feel like there's this feeling. It's like, I feel like they think of you as someone so different from what they're used to connecting with. I feel like they see you as someone, first of all, they see you as someone that they have always dreamed of. It's like you're their ideal. You're their perfect person, body, mind, soul, emotional-wise, maturity-wise. Like, you're the person, you know? You're everything that they have been looking for. You're everything that they have been desiring. And it's like so unbelievably crazy that they actually found you, you know? And I feel like at first they couldn't really understand that, and I feel like they were rejecting that a little bit because I feel like they were still quite hurt from past relationship, but I feel like now they're just like fully embracing it and fully acknowledging it. And I also feel like if there is some sort of ghosting situation, I feel like they're really hurting from that, and it's like, oh man, I was so stupid. Why could I have done that? Why? I hate myself, you know? There's this feeling of like, I shouldn't have done that. I was so stupid. I really feel like there's a big strong regret when it comes to it, and I kind of feel like they want to win you over, or at least, you know, try to get things back on a good track. And that's why I feel like, you know, they could already be talking to you, or at the very least, you know, they are definitely talking to you very soon, because I really feel like they want to move things back into a good positive place. I do feel like there is a lot of writing here when it comes to a more sexually, you know, sexual fantasies, but they could also be a little bit into, you know, BDMS and exploring that kind of stuff. It's, again, I feel like they're like a good person with a kinky side, but I feel like they don't really like to talk about it, because even here, in how the cards are showing up, it's like, no, that is a very private subject. Don't talk about it. So I feel like they're really, really self-conscious when it comes to talking about those things. But when it comes to actually doing those things, they're like, sign me up. Whatever you want, sign me up. Especially with the magicians. Like, you have all the tools. You have, it's almost like each of these tools are part of the physical side of stuff. and they're open to everything, you know, whatever you want, I'm yours, here, just use me, you know. So I kind of feel like they could, you know, their fantasies, maybe that's also why it's not a lot is showing up, because I feel like their fantasies could shift a lot, you know, depending on their mood. Maybe they're imagining a little bit more lovemaking, maybe they're imagining something a little bit tougher and on the rough side. But I do feel like there's this constant, it's either there's definitely like there's a lot of writing, but it could also be standing. I feel like that's also something that they really like, or they really imagine. I also get something here around, it's so interesting because they definitely want that physical side, but for that to happen, they want to be yours, you know, they want you to be theirs. There is this feeling of, I want to make this official. I want to make this solid. I want to make this real. And I feel like that's something that they are definitely trying to look into and trying to really focus on. So I would even say, you know, I feel like they're so focused on that their fantasies, it's mainly about, to be honest, it's mainly about like kissing you when you say yes, kissing you when you say that, yeah, we're official, you know. I feel like that is their biggest fantasy, and then the rest it just unfolds, and it's just whatever they're in the mood in, because it's like their biggest goal right now is to be committed to you. Their biggest goal right now is to really like move things forward in this connection, and it's like the rest would follow. So I definitely feel like this person desires you a lot, but they desire you in a very, very emotional way. This is really beautiful. Now I'm really curious to see who the other person is, but let's just pull some messages here first. I'm not probably going to read them all. Some of them are kind of explicit, so I won't be able to talk about them, but that shower is calling for us. This kind of forces your person to open up, you know, this deck, because it's all about spicy messages, but they definitely have a lot to say. I'm actually going to take them all. Okay, I'm not supposed to take these one, apparently. So, we have here, your pictures turn me on. Can you take the pipe? That head game, it makes me want more. I want to whisper in your ear how I've been craving you. The dirtier you talk, the more things happen. Don't make a sound or we'll be caught. So, I kind of feel like this person also kind of fantasizes a little bit about doing it outside. I'm seeing specifically trees. But maybe also the beach. But I'm seeing specifically like trees in a more warm, hot environment, hot weather. So possibly like summery vibes. Maybe that also means something to you and to this connection. But I definitely get this feeling of, it's that thing. It's like they have a kinky side, and I really feel like they want to explore it. I even wonder if they were like, I don't know, if someone made them feel ashamed of it. Maybe this past partner made them feel ashamed of this side of them and of the things that they were fantasizing about. And it's like they started to feel content about just, I don't know, it's almost like they started to feel content about just doing it missionary or something like that, or not really appreciating their pleasure or their kinks, you know, their fantasies. And I feel like it started to kind of take a toll on even their confidence, you know. But I feel like there's something about you that it kind of releases them, you know, and makes them feel alive and makes them feel like, you know what, no, this is safe, and I should be able to explore these things. And again, it's like if you're not into any of that, then it's like this person is totally okay with that, and they're definitely respecting you. But it's not really about what they do, it's about how you treat them for what they want to do. And I feel like before it wasn't really nice. But we also have pull my hair and tell me you want me. And this could also be something that they imagine doing to you. But feeling your hands on my skin makes things happen. So I definitely feel like there is this feeling of, and it's again, it's that thing of like the caress, right? And the soft touches and the gentle touches and everything. That is definitely something that they're really into. But there could also, I also feel like there's something about your hair. Maybe you have like very prominent hair, like it's one of your features that people notice. So you could have like big curly hair, maybe really long hair, or super short, like pixie or something, or you have like a different hairstyle or color even. I'm picking up on specifically like red and pink hair, but it doesn't have to be though. But it's like I feel like your hair there's something about it, and it kind of draws people's attention, or at least this person's attention quite a lot. And I get this feeling like they just want to run their fingers through your hair, especially again in a very like sweet and caressing, just gentle energy. They essentially just want to pet you and like rub your belly. But I really feel like this person is just very much in love with you. So let's actually, I forgot that we have another person to look into. Oh no, I was getting carried away. But let's see here. What do we have for whoever this other person is? Where do I have my tarot deck? Oh, there you go. All right, so let's take a look here at your other person. We have the Fool. We have separation. We also have Cancer and Taurus, and we have the Pink Rose, grace and sweetness. So this is very clear on who it is with the separation card, right? So you could be in separation from this person, or there could be physical distance. It doesn't have to be emotional separation, but there could be some physical distance between the two. And in terms of zodiac signs, take these if they resonate. It could serve as extra confirmation with the Taurus, Cancer, and this is Aries energy. I'm also picking up on Aquarius, but this is mainly Taurus energy, Aries energy. And take those as extra confirmation. But this could be someone that you've met. I'm picking up on two things. It could be either work or your hometown, maybe both if this is like someone from school. But or if you work in your hometown. But I get this feeling like this person is very well off financially, and I do feel like they have big dreams and big aspirations. I feel like they're at a point in their life where they were kind of taking leaps of faith towards the things that they want. I feel like before they were very, and I feel like it was because of their past. Maybe they were never really told that their dreams were valid, or that they could jump into their dreams and that they could be bold and make their dream life actually happen. And so I kind of feel like this person is getting into a place of, you know, F it. I want it. I want it, and that's it. I want it, and I'm not going to say that I'm sorry for wanting it. And I feel like I really get this strong sense career-wise. You know, it's like I'm done sticking around and being at a job that I don't like, or I'm done sabotaging or settling for something that doesn't really fulfill me, or for, you know, not going after the thing that I really, really want. And I really feel like this person is starting to get in a point where it's like, I'm going to go after the things that I want. And I feel like one of the things, it's you. But there could be some level here, some obstacle, and it could be, if it is some physical distance, that could be an obstacle that kind of pushes this person a little bit in, okay, well, let's see what happens here. But I feel like that was more in the past, because I feel like now with this Fool energy, there is this big sense of, you know what, man, I want pile number 2, so I'm just going to go towards pile number 2, and we're going to make this work, you know. And I feel like they're really trying to get past the obstacles, and even the self-made obstacles, you know. I feel like they have also created this sort of bubble where it's very safe and it's very comfortable, and I feel like you kind of push them out of that, and I feel like you kind of make them want more, and you make them step forward and take charge. And I feel like that's something that they really are getting ready to do. But with this grace and sweetness, I feel like it's so beautiful. You're just connecting with sweet people. I kind of feel like this person is kinkier though, and they're not afraid to admit it. But I do feel like this person is they also have this really sweet and gentle side to them. And we even have here the sentence that comes with it: the pursuit of perfection then is the pursuit of sweetness and light. And I do feel like this person sometimes is a bit hard on themselves. And I even feel like when it comes to this connection, because there is some sort of physical distance, for some of you, it could be that, I don't know, there was some sort of obstacle. It's like you were with someone or they were with someone. It's like it was never really right timing. And so things weren't really like, it didn't fit. But I feel like the divine timing is kind of starting to become possible, if that is something that you desire with this person. And I kind of feel like that at some point, it was also, especially if it is the physical distance thing, or if it was more of a internal obstacle, like I'm not good enough, I don't deserve pile number 2, like pile number 2 is not even interested in me. I feel like they're getting ready to kind of overcome that obstacle and push it aside. And it's just like, no, I'm done having this as an obstacle. It may be an obstacle, but we're going to get over it, and we're going to overcome it, and we're going to make this happen. You know, I really feel like they're stepping into this energy of something needs to change, because I know what I want, and I want pile number 2, and I'm going to make it happen. All right. So, yeah. Anything else? This person could also be very luxurious, I would say. And wasn't your first person. That was, yeah, very humble and very simple. I wouldn't be surprised if this person was kind of the opposite, where it's like we were talking about how they could have been very simple and just have like, you know, the essentials when it comes to clothing. And I feel like this person could be the opposite, and it's like they like to pamper themselves and they like to look good. They like to, I don't know, just look good. I feel like they just like to look good, and that could involve buying a lot of clothes, or I'm hearing perfume. So they could really invest in perfumes, and it's like there's this one specific that they really really love, and it's like it could be a bit expensive, but it's the one thing that it's like I'm going to invest there. That is the thing that I want, you know. They could also be a big foodie person. I really feel like they love to explore new cuisines and they like to explore new things. I feel like they're more into exploring culture, possibly through books, rather than actually putting themselves out there and traveling, I would say. Because I feel like they really like the roots and they really like their comfort zone. But I definitely feel like this person is someone that, I don't know, enjoys to eat and enjoys to like kind of explore. They could be a really good cook, because I feel like they really like to experiment with flavors and see, okay, this worked, this doesn't really work. It needs a little bit more salt, it needs a little bit more spice. You know, I feel like they really like to try and understand that and to push themselves in that way. Maybe that is their, you know, literal job, but, or their dream, you know, maybe they dream of being a chef. But I'm also smelling smoke. Is there? No, there's not. So I'm definitely picking up on smoke. So maybe this person is a smoker. That could be something. They could also really like barbecues. There could also be something around that. Yeah, anything else? I also feel like they sleep a lot. Okay, but I guess those little signs and traits could tell you who this person is. But let's take a look at what they think when they think of you, what they fantasize about, and everything. So we have Peony, health, focus on all parts to make the whole. We have Stock, slow down, the pace must obey before it's too late. And we have Fuchsia, true feelings within you is all you need to know. So I do feel like with this true feelings, I do feel like this person has really deep feelings, but I feel like they struggle with talking about them. It's like they could be, to be honest, I feel like this is more of a person of showing love than actually talking about love or something like that. And it's almost like this person is the other way around. Not that they struggle with showing love, but it could be that this person, when it comes to the more physical side, they have trouble talking about it. But they have a really like nice, but they're really good with showing it. And I feel like the other way when it comes to love, you know, it's like they are really great at talking about it, but I feel like when it comes to showing, they kind of struggle a little bit and they may hesitate. But I definitely feel like with this person here, with the second one, I feel like they have more feelings for you than they let on, and I feel like it kind of caught them off guard. And I feel like it kind of surprised them that was actually a thing, you know, that actually happened. But I feel like at the same time, it's like, I feel like because it caught them off guard, I feel like they needed to slow things down for them to be able to understand everything that they were feeling. Because I do feel like it wasn't easy for them to see this whole future with you. Because something that I was picking up with this Cancer energy is that I feel like they saw a whole family with you. I feel like they saw this whole future with you. And more than anything, I feel like you made them feel at home. I feel like you made them feel comfortable and confident in themselves. And I feel like that was something that they haven't felt in a very long time, I would say. Because it's almost like, that's beautiful. There's also something around like before they had to make sure that everyone else was taken care of and they would always put themselves last. And with you, there's this feeling of you either like taking care of them, and it could be the first person in a very long time. They could have like a weird situation with their mother because I really feel like they lack love or something. Or maybe like their family situation is complicated. I don't know, maybe their parents are separated. And there's this feeling of like, because of that, there's a part of them that never really got attention or got the attention that they were desiring or something. And I kind of feel like for the first time in a very long time, you take care of them and you show them what love feels like, and you show them that they are worthy of being loved. And I also get this feeling, it's like you make them want to stop, in the sense of you make them want to stop and just be present and just be with themselves. And there's this feeling of, I don't need to be there with everyone else, maybe I can rest and stop and breathe. There's this strong energy of, all right, everything is quiet, but everything feels good. You know, there's this strong feeling of, I feel like before, I wouldn't be surprised if this person would listen to music a lot and would always be at like parties or talking to people or, you know, everywhere, because I feel like they didn't want to be alone. They didn't want to be alone with their thoughts and with their emotions. And I feel like with you, it's so different. With you, they really want to be alone. Possibly they really want to be alone with you, but it's like nothing else in the world matters whenever they are with you. It's like the world stops. There's a little bit of this feeling. But at the same time, I feel like they are scared that it's two things. I feel like they are scared of getting hurt, and so they need to slow down. But I also feel like they know that the timing, it's like they may not have too much time, and so they kind of need to step up and do something. I feel like they're kind of confused about that, and they're kind of worried that they might lose you on some level. But yeah, let's see here if we can get into the more spicy stuff. Because I feel like this person likes talking about that. I feel like this person really loves it. But I feel like they could really love the missionary, by the way. But look at that. And we have unrequited desire and balance and unity in reverse, which how do you want to go? Yeah, it wants to go into reverse. Interesting. To be honest, there's something about like, don't care about me. It's all about you. So this person could dream a lot and fantasize a lot about like giving you pleasure and making sure that you were okay, making sure that you were taken care of. And I also feel like this, unrequited desire and everything, it makes them wonder, do you feel the same? You know, do you want the same things? It's nothing. It's like, is it too late now for us to actually have something? Because I feel like with this balance and unity, it's also talking about, I don't know, can we make something happen out of this? Is it too late for us to make something happen out of this? And it's like maybe now things are not balanced anymore. But I kind of feel like that is also their excuses side, jumping in and trying to make excuses. But I definitely feel like I'm hearing they love the way you taste. So if you're already intimate with this person, they definitely love the way you taste. But I definitely feel like whenever they fantasize about you, they fantasize about pleasuring you and focusing on you. Is that thing of like, they're always there taking care of others and putting themselves out there and supporting others. But I feel like with you, you're the person that they really want to take care of. You know, it's almost like other people, they're an obligation. With you, it's like, man, just lay down and let me take you. You know, lay down and just let me take care of you. And I really feel like there's a big energy on that, a big focus on that. I also feel like this person kind of likes it rough, though. Just be prepared. But I kind of feel like they do think about that. I also feel like there's something here about like them being addicted to you. I wouldn't be surprised to see the devil. Because there's this feeling of like, it's a thing. I feel like they weren't expecting on catching feelings. They weren't expecting on getting addicted to you. They weren't expecting on wanting you and desiring you so much. I really feel like there's something about you. It's almost like, and we were talking about how they love the way you taste, and it's almost like, I don't know, you have been eating poison, or you have been eating, like, drugs, or something like that. It's like, you have been doing something, and it's affecting me. I don't know where you're up to, but I'm kind of addicted here. But we have here the world. They could, I don't know if I already mentioned it, but they could really love doing ascending. We also have the Empress for sure. We have the Death card. Judgment. Bro, these are all major freaking arcanas. What the heck? And we have the Two of Cups with the Four of Wands. Oh my god. Okay, let's come down. But I kind of feel like, maybe, you know, the way I reacted kind of expresses your desire to have this person. But let's see. Let's put you here. But we also have here the 8 of Wands. So if you're still in separation, like totally no contact, this person definitely wants to communicate with you. I kind of feel like if there is physical distance, they definitely fantasize about like traveling to see you and then surprising you and being like, here I am, let's make things happen. And not only in a physical way, but it's like, all right, I'm ready, let's officialize this and let's get into a commitment. And then there, of course, would be spicy stuff. But I do feel like there are a couple of things. It's so interesting because the way I'm saying this, it's like they love the missionary. They love doing it from behind. They love doing it, writing. They love just staying there with you and touching you and just, yes, it's like, what do you want? Yes. Do you want this or that? Yes. And I feel like they're just, it's that thing. It's like they're so addicted to you. It's like they cannot get enough of you. It's almost like every single time, or just in their fantasies, like they're able to explore a different side of you. They're able to explore a different part of your body. It's like they're always discovering new pleasures and new things with you. And they're just like so caught up on you. It's like, it's you, man, it's you. And I definitely feel like with these 2 of Cups and the 4 of Wands, it's like they have this huge desire to express their feelings to you and make this thing official, make this thing clear and solid and stable. And I kind of feel like before they weren't really ready for that, and maybe they pushed you away a little bit because of it. And it's that thing of like they were making excuses and finding obstacles and all that. But I feel like with this judgment, it's like, time is running out and I'm going to risk losing pal too, and it's time to step up. And it's interesting because, this other person kind of wanted something with you too. So who are you going to choose? But I definitely feel like, especially with the Empress, there's that thing of like, just lay down and let me take care of you. They could be a big fan on boobies. And boobies, booty. I'm also getting something on legs. That could also be something. They could, for some of you, they could have like a feet fetish or something. But there is this strong energy on men. You just light them up, and it's like you just breathe and they're horny. You just breathe in and you're just like, you're turning them on like crazy. So I definitely feel like this person is like totally super freaking into you, and they like it. I feel like part of them kind of hates it, and I don't think they hate it. I feel like they're just scared about it, but they definitely like it. And there's almost like this thing. I feel like they're getting into this point of, especially with all of this major arcana, they're getting into this point of, I'll do anything for you. I'll do anything for you to make this thing happen. They could be going through something physical. Actually, I didn't quite pick up on that with a health card, but they could be sick, or they could be going through some sort of health stuff, and they're kind of focused there. And there could also be something about their body. Like maybe they don't feel really secure in their body, and it's like, maybe my body is not enough. There could be something around those lines as well. But at the same time, I feel like you just make them feel so whole and safe. And I feel like we also have here this Emperor. So like Empress and Emperor, there we go. Perfect match. But it's like you make them feel seen and appreciated, and make them feel like a king, you make them feel like a queen, you make them feel like safe in themselves. But I kind of feel like maybe their body was always something that they have struggled with. And we have like these rabbits doing it here like crazy. So it's like all-nighter with this person all day long. And then we have the pig with the little piglets. So I definitely feel like they want a family with you. It's something they want the world with you. They want they would burn the world for you, they would just do anything to have you. That it's like this is someone that is like surprisingly in love. That is the thing. They're surprisingly in love. They weren't counting on any of this, but I feel like they're starting to embrace it. Okay, so what do we have here in terms of messages? What does this person think when they're thinking about pile number 2? Okay. Ooh, look at that. Tie me up and make me yours. I feel like this is what they want to do with you. I really feel like there's this big energy on like, just let me take care of the business, baby. But we also have this, I want to make love to you, and there's Sar. So there's this big energy on like, lovey-dovey stuff, but then we have then we have a very much more rough kind of, just very dominant kind of stuff. Tell me how to do it. Let me dominate you, be my submissive, let's say. And I definitely feel like they are just like, you're mine. There's this big sense of like, you're mine. But I feel like it's you're mine in a not possessive way. Because I kind of feel like this would be the person in a relationship to show you off, to literally show you off, and to buy you like really nice clothes. They could really love when you wear like tighter clothes, especially if you're a woman. But if you were a male, I feel like there is this feeling of like them wanting to pamper you up, and like they would be the type of person to buy you a suit for you to look really sexy and hot. There is this big energy on like, I like you, I'm gonna take care of you, and it doesn't feel like an obligation. It's like, have all my money, have all my energy, have all my body, I'm all yours, and so that's why I don't feel like it's not really possessive. It's like, I'm totally 100% yours, and I would really like for you to be totally 100% mine, and I kind of feel like they don't really ask that question, because it's like, you're mine either way. Either you're like it or not. But we have, I'll be gentle with you, and then I feel like there's that energy of like, just in the start, then we'll pick it up. But your pictures turn me on. I love the way you use your tongue. Pull my hair and tell me you want me. There I go with like the very like dominant possessive energy. I love trying new things with you. I miss you so much. I need you right here, right now. And look at that. Yeah, tell me who you belong to. There's this big energy on like possessiveness. Damn. So yeah, pile number 2. You have 2 very interesting people here. They're kind of different, because one is very like lovemaking with a little bit of a kinky side, but I feel like that is a little bit hidden and maybe hard. And this person is like, they will do it 24/7. You just have to ask. You just have to say it, But I do feel like this person is definitely ready to step up and make things happen here with you. I do feel like the other person, the first one, may have been a little bit more, well, I kind of feel like they both are a little bit, but I feel like this person is more on the brink of doing something and actually, making things happen here. Because I feel like the other person could be quite shy and insecure, so they could take a little bit to gain that courage. And this person, I feel like they're just in a very like, F it kind of point in their whole life. So they're like, yeah, F it when it comes to this situation and, to the obstacle, and let's make things happen. Come on, let's get to work, So yeah, that's interesting. So good luck. I hope this resonated. I hope it was interesting and you had fun. Definitely smash like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here. We have a lot of 18+ ratings, but if you want to dive deeper or support me any further, you can check my other 2 channels where I have cusp and zodiac sign readings, and you can also get a private reading with me. I do have 18+ private readings, but you can also check out my Patreon. Both those links are going to be in description box down below, and we have self-care content, twin flame readings, kind of stuff. All right, so I love it very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi there, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose the yellow calcite, you're definitely in the right place, and you were one of the lucky ones, and you got 2 people. So I kind of made the intention for each pile to be 1 person, but then your guides kind of decided to play a trick on me and to give you 2 people, and these 2 people kind of want to be intimate with you, and they're thinking of you that way. And we're going to take a look at them individually. So this could be a little bit of a longer reading compared to other pals, but yeah, we're going to focus on this person first, and then we're going to get into that one. So for person number 1, we have King of Cups, we have a Capricorn, we have Nestorium, Victory and Conquest. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. And we have Wedding. To be honest, you could be in a relationship with this person. This is someone that I feel like it's very loving. By the way, we have Capricorn and Cancer energies, which are actually sister signs. So take those if they resonate. I would even be surprised if this is like one of those signs is yours and the other is from your person. But I do feel like this is someone that is very loving, and I feel like they're also very ambitious and certain. They could be like a family person. I feel like they're they like to be in charge of the family, or it's like not in charge of the family. It's like they like the responsibility of having a family. I feel like they're someone that really loves to be there for you and loves to support you and loves to, I don't know, you just be. I feel like they like your energy, not in a sense of like a vampire energy or anything like that, or an energy vampire. It's in the sense of like they feel safe there, you know, they feel taken care of. It's almost like they always have to put this, maybe they're like an owner of a business or something, and they have to put this face, this strong face and this really tough kind of energy on the outside world. But then I feel like they really have this kindness and this sweetness to them, and I feel like you're the one that kind of allows them to have that side of them, you know. And also their kids, if you have kids together, I feel like their kids are like their whole and beyond, you know. They're just everything to them, or it's like it's that strong desire to be a family person, to have that family and to build something with you. But I definitely feel like they could be very well off financially and career wise, especially career wise. Not that their money is not good, but I feel like they could be in a very high place in their career, and I feel like they're really, really good with, especially in leadership. I feel there's something about like, because it's interesting, because I kind of feel like he could be in a leadership point, but it's not really a leader. So maybe this person is like a teacher, where it's like they're a leadership in a leadership role, but at the same time they're not really a leader of a business, you know. That could also make sense. But I definitely feel like this person sees a whole future with you, and maybe you also see a whole future with this person. So I'm kind of curious to see who the other person was. But I definitely feel like this person is just like totally in love and in awe of you. So I feel like I don't really need to dive too much deeper into this. If you're not in a committed relationship with this person, or even if you are and there's like a distance, a physical distance, I mean, this person could leave by the beach or near water. Okay, take that as a little extra confirmation. But let's see what this person thinks and what they fantasize when they think of you. Let's see. We have Heartsease, compassion, tread a little more tenderly. We also have Eliconia, realization, the answer is here, take heed. And we have Moth Orchid with communication, listen and speak with greater care. I kind of feel like this person, to be honest, I feel like, try not to be triggered, but I kind of feel like, excuse me, sometimes this person may not feel totally heard. It's like they feel super safe and comfortable in your environment and in your energy. Or this could also be the other way around. It's like sometimes they feel like they could be better. They could do better. They could listen to you more, and they could be there more for you. I feel like sometimes they are really stressed out and they tend to put other things first. And I feel like sometimes they may forget about you. Or again, they kind of, I feel like whoever, you don't have like to be a Capricorn and a Cancer, but whoever has more the Capricorn side and very like career oriented kind of energy, which could definitely be this person, but take it the other way around if it resonates. But I feel like whoever is that person, I feel like they sometimes understand that they may put a little bit too much emphasis on career, and sometimes they forget about you, and they get stressed out, and they get I don't know, it's like sometimes work is crazy, and they kind of tend to put it on you, you know, and they tend to let it out on you. And I feel like they really regret that, and they're really sorry about that, and I feel like they really want to change that, and they really want to bring in more compassion, really more loving energy. I feel like whenever they fantasize about you, they fantasize with a lot of love and possibly a lot of love making. Not that it's not kinky or rough or anything like that. We're going to take a look at what type of love making it is, but it's like the intention behind it, it's really love, you know, the intention behind it, it's really like, I want to show you that I love you through my body. And I feel like this person could also struggle a little bit with words, and I feel like that's also something that they kind of want to improve on, and that they feel like may be causing a little bit of a stagnation or an obstacle in this relationship, is that sometimes they forget to say I love you, or I feel like sometimes they may brush issues and not give it the necessary attention. There's something around those lines. And I really feel like sometimes they regret that, and they wish that they could do better, that they could give you more. Yeah, let's take a look at let's get a bit more information, because this got really serious. My god. Let's see here. What does this person fantasize or think about when they think about pile number 3? And there is this loving yourself, and I'm reading it as like loving you, and I really feel like this person's heart is like totally 100% with you, and I really feel like there's this feeling of like, especially with the warrior of love, it's maybe that's why I said like, they want to, they are very love making kind of energy, but that doesn't mean that it's not spicy, that it's not kinky and stuff, because I kind of feel like it's almost like this person wants to wow you, this person wants to sweep you off your feet and kind of take control of you, just really be dominant and take action. And just like they take action in their career and in the things around them, they want to really get you in this place of, I don't know, just there's a little bit of this thing of like, be my submissive, be below me. There's something around those lines. It's like they really want to have power over you. But I don't think that it's in a toxic way. It's just like, I want you to know that I want you to know that I would do anything for you. There's this feeling of, I want you to know that I'm in charge of this connection. I want you to know that I am going to just be whoever you need me to be in this connection. And I wouldn't be surprised if this person is kind of not aggressive with the words necessarily, but I wouldn't be surprised if this person would kind of, or at least that's something that they fantasize, like telling you all the things that they want to tell you through this physical side. And it's like, I don't know, I kind of get this image of like with each thrust, especially if it is like a male-female kind of thing. But, just take that in the equivalent that I don't really know. But it's almost like with each thrust, there is this feeling of, with each thrust, there's an expression of love. It's like with each thrust, there's like, I love you and you're mine. And it's like, you're my world and you're so beautiful and you're like everything that I desire and you're so amazing. You're so kind-hearted. And, there's this like, it's almost like their way to release and to communicate is by first getting into this more sexual side. And so I feel like that's almost something that they think about. Maybe it's been a while since you've been intimate or something, and it's almost like they need that to open up or to feel more comfortable opening up. And I feel like it's something that they kind of, I feel like opening up is something that they kind of struggle with, but they want to be better. There's this strong sense of like, especially with the warrior of love, it's like, I want to go there and I want to fight for our connection. I want to make things happen. I want to make this solid and stable. Because they're like totally super in love with you. They could imagine a lot of writing. Oh, and we're running out of battery. How great. But let's see here. That is a lot. But I'm actually going to take it. But I feel like there's more though. Nope. There you go. All right. So we have here the 8 of Wands. We have the 4 of Wands. We have the 9 of Wands. Lots of Wands. So this person could also have some fiery energy to them. And then we have here the Temperance. We have the Tower, the 10 of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. So this person definitely wants this new beginning, whatever that is to you. But I definitely feel like they want to deepen the connection. If you're already in this marriage or if you're already in a committed relationship, it could be that they kind of want to get into the next step of being a family person, of having children. And if you're not in a committed relationship, this person definitely wants a committed relationship. It's like they really want to take this to the next level. It's like they're getting into this place of, I'm going to fight for you. Forget about work. Forget about this. Forget about that. I want to fight for you. I want this. And I really feel like that's something that they definitely think about. And it's, again, I feel like their way to process those emotions and to share them with you is through that more physical side. And so it's almost like they need the physical side to be able to open up emotionally with you. I do feel like there's something about like breaking your walls maybe you're waiting until marriage. That could be something. Maybe you're waiting until marriage, and this person kind of wants things to, get there, and they definitely want to break your walls. But there's also something about like blowing your mind, and I don't know, just like blowing your brain off and just give you the best you've ever had. There's this strong energy here. I also feel like I would say there's a strong emphasis on your behind, on your booty, but there's this strong emphasis on, man, you're just freaking gorgeous. There's this feeling of like your whole body is a piece of art. And I really feel like they want to show you that. There's also something about, they love it when you sweat, when you're sweaty. Maybe you could be talking about like they love it when you work out, because you could be really hot. But I literally get this feeling of like sweat dripping, and they're just like, oh my, I would go there and lick you up. That could be something that they kind of fantasize about. I don't know. But I really feel like if you work out, they really love your body, even if you don't. But there's this feeling of like they really appreciate that the work that you're putting in your body. There's something around those lines. But either way, either you work out or not, this person's just like totally fully in love with you and super attracted to you. But I do feel like there is a lot of, this person really loves kiss you. It's like your kisses are really good, and I feel like especially your tongue, in all aspects. So in kissing, during it, just everything. And again, there's that thing of like licking. So it could be that they could also want you to lick them up. I mean, ask them, try it out, I guess, because that could be a fantasy of theirs. But I do feel like it's like they want to also break the walls emotionally wise. They want to move things forward along with the two of you and just get the two of you in a more compassionate, loving way. And I do feel like they could also like to do it outside, or would like to explore that. Ooh, okay. Oh my freaking god! No freaking! Oh my god! We have Let Me Lick ice cream off your body. What the heck? What the heck? Bro, you have to ask them. You have to ask them. That is crazy. I love it when this happens. But let's pull some messages here from them to get a bit more information on what they would like to do. But I definitely, I just get this feeling. It's like riding, laying down, you on top, me on top, standing, whatever you want. Just, I'm good. It's like, you're just like so freaking amazing. Whatever you do, I'm up for it. I also feel like they would really, really love to get off in your mouth, just reach the peak in your mouth. I'm trying to be conscious with my wording here. Okay. So bear with me, but let's see here. What do we have for you? I think a little massage would do you good. We also have, I do it with you a lot in my mind. I want everyone to know my name. Damn. Have your way with me. Dominate me. Imagining black lace covering your body makes things happen. That shower is calling for us. I know we're just friends, but I'm really enjoying the benefits. Interesting. I did not see that coming. I love hearing you. Yeah. So there's like this strong thing of like, if you're loud, they really like it. And we also have Let Me Dominate You. Be my person. And we also have this, I want to bury my face in your pretty ladies. But I really like, this is still kind of shocking me a little bit. But there's this strong sense of like, they love it when you're loud. They love it. And they definitely, again, especially if you have already been intimate, and if this is a friends with benefits situation, they definitely want that commitment. But if you have already been intimate, they definitely, it's like they have that sound engraved in their mind and they love it. And I would say that this, the black lace and the like lingerie kind of stuff, I would say that is the equivalent to the sweat. I feel like they're a very visualization person, like a very visually person, aesthetic person. And I really feel like, and we were talking about, oh no, that was with another person. Okay, sorry. But I really feel like they love seeing pretty things, and you're a pretty thing. But I feel like they really love, it's like the imagery that they get. I feel like that turns them on more than anything. But they definitely think a lot about you, and I really feel like they just want to be there with you. You know, they just want to, yes. And they just want to touch you all over the place and make you feel good. I don't know. They just want to make you feel good. That is so nice. All right. So let me clear this up and let's look into the other person, because you have two people thinking about you. And this appears to be one that you're more committed to. We did get that friends with benefits situation. So take that if it resonates, but it could just be that, I know, I also feel like this person also really sees you as their best friend, and something that they're really grateful for is for having your support. But it could even be that, you know, they started as a friends with benefits and now you're married. But I definitely feel like if it is a friends with benefits, it kind of feels like it's more than that. And I feel like things are shaping up and moving in that direction, to be honest. Okay? So, let's see here who this other person is. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords. For yourself, how do you want to go? I kind of feel like it's in the reverse. We also have Tulip, Friendship and Gratitude, and Gemini. So I do feel like it is air signs in general, if that means anything to you. But we do have here For Yourself in the Tulip card. I kind of feel like there's something about intentions, because I kind of feel like this person may say, or their energy could be with a friend level, or they could say that it's like, oh no, I just see you as a friend, like I'm totally cool with the friendship, like I don't want anything else. I don't think that's true. I feel like they show a very cold front, and I would even say that they could, I don't know, I kind of see this happening with other people. It's like they show other people a very cold front, and even with like, romantically, you know, it's like they're trying to get to know someone, but their heart is always closed out because their heart belongs to you. There's some level of that. And I kind of feel like, you know, it's so interesting, because I feel like even if they were to acknowledge those feelings, and even if they were to acknowledge that they want more than friendship, I don't think they would be able to give you more than friendship, because I do feel like this person is in a very emotionally unavailable point, and I don't think that they would be in a place to give you more than that. But it's definitely someone that is very attracted to you and definitely wants that side of you. So yeah, but there's this feeling of, there's this feeling of like they want more than a friendship, but they are not taking charge of it. Maybe it's because you're already in that commitment, but there is this strong feeling of, I want to, but I don't want to. It's like they want more the physical side than they want the actual commitment. So, yeah. This could be a friend that is super attracted to you, but they cannot really give you a commitment or something like that. Or they are just really hurt and wounded, and they're not in the emotional space for it, because I feel like even with other people, they cannot give them their heart. So, yeah, but we have this strong air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and I do feel like this person is very, very smart. They could be, I kind of get this, I'm hearing accounting, but it doesn't have to be, but I do feel like they're very, it's like cerebral. I really feel like they have to think things through, and they really have to be focused and clear on what they're doing. I do feel like they're also, there's also a side of them that is very creative. It's like, it's so interesting, because I feel like there's this whole side that is very creative, that is very emotional. I feel like it's connected with their inner child, but I feel like it doesn't show. I feel like that inner child, that more creative and emotional side, it's very, very repressed. And I do feel like this person is always, they could also have a little bit of a superior act, but I don't know. I feel like at the same time, you know, this is a great friend, and I feel like they're always there for you. I would say that this is the type of friend that would come forward with the logical side to an argument, that would come forward with the logical side to a problem that you have. You know, it's like this person is very logical and analytical, and not so much like, okay, let me consider your emotions and let me consider how you're feeling, which is totally opposite to this King of Cups. Like, this King of Cups is totally like, how are you feeling? Are you okay? What do you need? And I feel like sometimes they do regret that they cannot give you more, but or that they are not so emotionally open or vulnerable as they would like to be, and as they think that you deserve to have, you know, that side of them. But I definitely feel like this person here, I don't know, I really, because like even with the shoes here, it feels like it's bonded, you know. It's like even if I wanted to walk, I couldn't. I don't want to do it, you know. It's like I'm trapping myself and I'm stopping myself from walking. There's this strong energy of I want to but I won't, and I want to but I don't really want to. It's really weird. Let's try and get some more information here. Because I definitely feel like at some level this is a friend, or they want to be friends or something like that. I do feel like they tell you that they're okay with the friendship. This is so weird. But we have Everlasting Daisy, Fortitude, Be Brave and Dig Deep. Heartsease, Compassion, Tread a Little More Tenderly, which your first person also got. We have Red Rose, Courage, Be Brave, Be Strong, Believe. And we have Belladonna, Silence, Listen More and Quiet Be. This person, I feel like they could also be very conscious with their words. I do feel like they're a great listener, but it's almost like they're... I would say that this is the type of person to just say yes or no and not really develop it. You know, it's like I feel like they're really... They don't like to speak too much. I feel like this is the type of person that is just... They say the essential, you know? And I feel like especially when it comes to your connection between the two, it's like, I don't want to say too much because it's going to cause problems. But I definitely feel like, again, this person has a hidden side to them that is very compassionate and it's very loving, but they don't have the courage to show you that. And they don't have the courage to show the world that. Maybe you're the person that they show that side of them, but I definitely feel like they're in this more like brave face kind of energy. And I would even say that this could be someone that you think that they don't have any issues, or that they have their whole life figured out and controlled. And in fact, they don't. I also feel like, again, they have a really strong sexual energy towards you. They're really, really attracted to you. I mean, of course, they kind of want to be intimate with you. That's the whole point of this video. But there is this strong feeling of, I don't know, like... I don't know, it's almost like they're forcing themselves to have some emotional distance. It's weird. It's weird, dude. It's weird. And we do have Standing Alone. So it's like... I feel like this person prefers their independence to being with other people. They're really closed off emotionally, I have to tell you. But let's see. Yeah, but see, it's like there is a side of them that it's like, you're everything that I want. You're the person that it's my ideal romance. We have Unrequited Desire and Uninhibited and Released. It's like, if I was to open up to someone, it would be to you. But it's Unrequited Desire. Nothing's going to happen here. I feel like they're really convinced that you don't feel the same. They're really convinced that this is totally off limits. This is totally not happening. This is not it. But at the same time, it's like they cannot stop thinking about you in that way. And they cannot stop thinking about you with this type of energy, especially the sexual energy. And I definitely feel like there is this strong energy here of, I don't know, them wanting more, but they really stop themselves in appreciating that. Where, you know, in acknowledging that and exploring that. But again, maybe it's because you were in a relationship with that King of Cups. Wow, this is really interesting. But let's try and get some tarot for the more spicy stuff. I'm not sure if you want to hear it. That may ruin the friendship. I don't know. But I do feel like, man, this person could have, I have to be honest, this person could have a lot of one-night stands. I really get these feelings like they don't commit to anyone else because their heart is yours. But let's see what this person fantasizes. Wow. We have the Lovers, we have the Four of Wands, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. This person wants to build a home with you. This person wants to build a relationship with you. Wow. And I do feel like this person, they could fantasize a lot about like knocking you up or you knocking them up. There's also a big emphasis on the booty and especially doing it from behind. I feel like that's something that this person really fantasizes about. There's also something this person may have seen you. It's like, I don't know, maybe at the beach, or it's like, or sometimes you may wear more like crop tops or more revealing clothes, or it's like maybe one day you were just like, you know, it was really hot, and, you know, if you're a man, you were shirtless because it's freaking hot. And I feel like this person still kind of thinks about that moment. There's a little bit of that energy. It's like, I got a glimpse saying I cannot get over it. That is definitely stuck in my mind. They could also really love food in the bedroom, and they really fantasize about that big time. And it's interesting because your person, the King of Cups, also got that. But we have the Ace of Wands. It kind of wants to get out in the reverse, though. There's this feeling of like, nothing like forcing you or anything, but there's this feeling of like having to convince you, having to seduce you. I feel like that's also something that they fantasize about, because they are convinced, and maybe that is true, that it's unrequited. It's like I have to really push it, and I really have to put in the effort, and I really have to make things work for you to have something with me. So I kind of feel like they fantasize like this scenario, you know, of having to seduce you and having to, you know, caress your arm a little bit and see where things go, and just, you know, letting things flow a little bit. I do feel like they would be really interested in BDMS as well, especially bondage and just, you know, tying you up and doing stuff to you. But I also feel like there's something about like the ear. So it's like their earlobe could be very sensitive area, where they would kind of, I'm also hearing like kissing your neck. That is something that they also fantasize about. But they definitely want, I don't know, there's this strong feeling of like, they definitely want more, but they cannot have more, and so they're preventing themselves from thinking of having more. But then it's like they're so freaking attracted to you. It's like, I cannot stop this feeling, you know? For some of you, okay, this kind of makes sense. For some of you, it doesn't have to be for all of you. Maybe this is really just a friend, but they kind of have feelings for you. For some, it could be an ex with this Ten of Swords. It could be an ex that kind of wants to come back, but it's like you're totally moved on. And I feel like, you know, there's definitely still imagining you, you know, fully unclothed, if that has already happened. But it's like they could be telling you that they're totally okay with having just a friendship with you, when in fact they're not okay with that. Totally not okay with that. I get this feeling, it's like I burned this down and now it's like it's only ashes. I really feel like this person also blames themselves for it. Even if it is a friendship, it's like maybe they rejected you first, or I don't know, they said some things and you kind of lost interest in them because they said those things. I feel like there's a little bit of this energy, but they feel really, really connected with you. And there's almost like this sense of like, you feel made for me. Wow. This person definitely has a lot of sexual thoughts about you. Definitely from behind. I feel like that is something that they are really, really thinking about, like big time. And especially like, I don't know, like your booty could be really good. And definitely the tying up and everything. There's also something about like you sleeping. And alcohol. It's almost like, I feel like one of their biggest fantasies, there's something around like you being a little bit more loose, you know, uninhibited and released. It's like you're a little loose. So it's like you're a little bit more sleepy, you're groggy, you don't really know what's happening, so it's easier for them to seduce you. You're totally drunk, so it's easier for them to seduce you. There's this thing of like using another method to kind of get you a little bit more open to the possibility of being intimate with this person. So there's that. But we have seeing you touch yourself makes things happen to me. Anything else? All right. There isn't a person I want more than I want you, for sure. And I really feel like there is this feeling of, what was I going to say? I don't know. But we also have here, I want to whisper in your ear how I've been craving you. So there's that strong thing of the ear, the neck. I feel like that is also something big. Don't make a sound or we'll be caught. Yeah, there's this thing of like, to be honest, I kind of feel like this person could fantasize about like you cheating on this person if you are already committed to them. That I feel like that is something that they kind of fantasize on. It's like there's this thing of like the forbidden. But again, I don't really see this as, oh, it's okay because then we'll be able to be together. No, it's a temporary thing. You know, it's having this casual sexual time, and then it's like you're good to go back to your business. But they really, really, they want especially, they're super attracted to you, and they want especially that side. They're not ready to give you more than that, even though they have feelings for you and they want that, and they see you has that potential, but at the same time, they cannot do that, and they don't feel okay with that, and it's like, rah, 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 and nothing happens. Tease me until I'm begging for it. Spin me around, press me against the wall, and take me there. So there's that thing of like doing it from behind. Whether this is you, you know, spinning them around, or this is them spinning you around. But we also have pull my hair and tell me you want me, and my body craves you. Yeah. To be honest, there's also something here about them wanting to be desired and then walking away. Because I feel like with this, like, tell me you want me, I feel like it would kind of be to boost their ego. This is a very, like, they're not in a place to be emotionally available for a connection, okay? So if you're not in a committed relationship and you're kind of, you know, still kind of wondering what is happening here with this friend, and you're kind of interested in them, just be conscious that I don't think that they are able to give you more than a friendship. And they're not able to give you more than just, you know, a casual thing. Just saying. All right, just saying. So, pile number 3, this is what I have for you. I hope it resonated and I hope it was interesting and fun. If you enjoyed it, definitely smash the like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you here, and we have a lot more 18 plus pick a cards. So definitely have a look. And if you want to support me any further, you can check out my other 2 channels, the Sunny Virgo and the Sunny Virgo Tarot, where I have cusp and zodiac sign readings. And you can also check out my Patreon, where I have self-care content and twin flame readings, and my private readings. Those are all going to be down below. And we do have 18 plus private readings. So with that being said, I love you very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose the Tangerine Quartz, you're definitely in the right place. Let's see here who wants to be a little spicy with you. And then we're going to look into what they think about when they think of you in that way. It actually has been quite emotional stuff, but we'll try and look into the spicy stuff as well, okay? And we're also going to pull some spicy messages from them. But we have the Emperor, very nice. We have September. We have February here. So if these, the Emperor here is Aries, we have February, which is Aquarius, and a little bit of Pisces. And we have September, which is Virgo with a little bit of Libra. So if those signs mean anything to you, take that as confirmation, but they definitely don't have to mean anything, okay? We also have Forgiving and Learning, and Red Rose, Hidden Secrets, and Primrose, Youthful Love. Interesting. So, first of all, I kind of feel like this person is someone that is very solid on what they want in life. And I feel like it could even be a little bit out there. I feel like it could be a bit, I don't know, maybe they have like a weird job. Maybe they read tarot. Maybe they, more than anything, maybe they read tarot doing 18 plus readings. What a weird job. But maybe they, they just do something that was a little bit unexpected from their family. But I kind of feel like they love it. And I feel like they're very, again, it's like they're very clear on their path. This could be business owner. This could be someone that is at the very least in a leadership position. And I'm also hearing something about like astronomy, something about space. But that could just be like an interest that they have. But I definitely feel like this is someone that, I don't know, I feel like they're very blunt and they're very honest. And I do feel like the thing is, I feel like they're hiding things from you, and maybe they're hiding this, sexual attraction to you. But I do feel like they're this person that I feel like they're really mature and they're really stable and solid in life. But I feel like they also have this really childish and innocent and playful side to them. I don't think that they are mature at all. But it's just like this childish and very, driftful and careless kind of energy. And I feel like that's when they, kind of get loose. And it could be that they get loose with you, and it could be that you're the person that sees that side of them. But I do feel like they're quite fun. They could also really love to going to parties. I'm also hearing something about like event planner. Yeah, there's also something like about weddings or something. So they could like plan events, plan weddings, something around those lines. Catering, I'm also hearing that. But I definitely get this feeling like they're very aesthetical. So they could dress in a very like pleasant, elegant way. I definitely get that. And I also feel like they could be really into art. I'm hearing poetry, so they could really love poetry. But I feel like I feel like they're really blunt, but I also feel like they're blunt with kindness, and they're blunt with care. I feel like they're blunt with compassion, and they try to never say things that hurt the other person in a hurtful way. I feel like they always try to, I'm going to say this, but it's in a positive way. They always try to make it about themselves. It's like, I feel like they never try to blame the other person. I feel like they're very responsible, and they like to take responsibility. And I say this because something may have already happened between the two of you where they had to say something, but I feel like they said it in such a sweet and kind, gentle way that it wasn't even that big of a deal, or I feel like it eased the process a little bit. And I feel like that's something that, I don't know, it kind of makes them stand out a little bit, but I definitely feel like this is someone that I feel like they could be really focused on career, and I do feel like it is to cover up some healing or some wounds that are kind of still in the in the field. And I feel like it's almost like the more vulnerable side, they have a hard time opening up. Whenever they have to take responsibility for their mistakes or something, they do it. But whenever they have to talk about feelings, and that is the thing that I feel like they're hiding, or even this more wounded emotional side of them, I feel like they always kind of back down from it, and they always kind of close up, and I feel like they don't open up about it so easily. So that's also something that is coming through here. There's also something about this February. Could it be a birthday? Because I'm hearing birthday cake attached to February. So what could that be? I don't know. Again, maybe you or this person has a birthday in February specifically. Birthday cake. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe that is a very specific message, and it will make sense to you. Maybe something happened in February related to a birthday cake. I don't know. And it's like, we don't talk about the February birthday cake. Who knows? But let's get here into what this person thinks when they think of you, what they fantasize and all that stuff. So we had here red rose again. There is a lot of passion, and we also have courage, be brave, be strong, believe. I really feel like this person wants to approach you and make something happen out of this connection, but it's that emotional side. I feel like they really struggle with it. But we have be true and pure in thought and deed with devotion, white carnation, foxglove, confidence, be what you want to see. It's that thing. I get this feeling. It's like there's not a facade, but I feel like this person is also with a really strong face, and I feel like they just always hide away that more emotional side, and they never really want other people to see that of them. So interesting. We also have Camellia, peace, be calm, and calm will come. I feel like they're always so composed. I feel like this person is always really like self-conscious of their words, of their body language, of their body image. It's like they're always really conscious of those things and how things appear to the public eye. Maybe this is someone that is like the public eye, and that's why they kind of have to keep this, strong face and kind of, put the walls up. Is because they don't want other people to pry, to get into their business. And I really get this feeling. It's like whenever they're with you, they are able to be more goofy and lighthearted. It's like they're able to show their true side whenever they're with you, and only you, or okay, maybe with their closest friends as well. But I don't know. There's really something here around like you make them your peace for them. Ah, that's beautiful. Your peace for them. You're this really. Okay, I can breathe here. I can relax here. It's okay. It's safe. And I really feel like they wish that they could give you more, and they wish that they could put more energy and effort in this connection. I feel like they can, but I don't know why they feel like they can't, though. Maybe it's about that emotional side and those wounds that are still kind of present here. Maybe they think that you don't feel the same way with unrequited desire. We have here physical attraction. Well, yeah, for sure. We have balance and unity, Eros and Thanatos, and we also have love's embrace. I really feel like, and we have like all of these blues here in here as well. It's like I really feel like this person feels really down that they cannot have you. They wish that they could have you because they see you as, we also have here like ideal romance. They see you as someone that they would have a relationship with and someone that they really want and are not afraid to step into a relationship with. But at the same time, it's like, no, I cannot have that. That is not possible. Forget about it. You know, you could also give really warm hugs, and that's something that they really like. For some, there's something about they could feel things, like when you hug or something. It could be that they, I don't know, maybe they could feel like you're a little bit annoying, being a little bit too excited, or they could feel your ladies or something, and it kind of, I feel like it just drove them crazy. There's something around that. I'm also getting something about like the bra. So it could be that it, you know, they were kind of hugging you and then they were just like, you know, patting your back or something like that. And it's either one of two things. Like they felt your bra and it was like, oh God, how I wish I could take that off. Or they didn't feel anything because maybe you don't use that. Respect, relate. And it's like, oh my God, is pot number 4 really with that one? And I feel like it kind of, you know, ooh, okay, what is happening there? You know, I feel like I even get this feeling. It's like anything that you do, anything that you say, this person's like, yep, that's it. I really like it. You breathe? Oh my God, I could just take you now. You know, there's this really thing, this big thing on you're just you. And this person's already like so turned on, especially with the physical attraction. It's like whatever you do, this person's all ready to take action here. But I really feel like with this balance and unity, they really would love to have more with you. And I would even say, I'm not sure if you're already intimate with this person or not, but I would even say that this person, when they imagine being intimate with you, they do imagine it like being a very spiritual, or not necessarily spiritual or religious, but a very emotional experience. And I kind of feel like with the Eros and Thanatos, though, there's that thing related with the unrequited desire. It's like, but I cannot have this. There is an obstacle here. There's something preventing us from moving forward. And there's this feeling of like being unattainable or being impossible for something to actually happen. I really feel like, I would even say like there's an obstacle that this person is seeing has a bigger obstacle than it actually is. And I do feel like it is all inside. I feel like it is all, a wound that they have, like a blockage that they have. It could even be that they don't feel like they're good enough for you. There's also that. But we have the Queen of Cups. This person is definitely super in love with you. 10 of Pentacles for sure. We have the Chariot, the World. And let's get one more. All right. We also have the Star and the 5 of Cups. Okay. If something has already happened and this person kind of pushed you away, I feel like they regret that. But at the same time, I don't feel like they're capable of putting in the energy and effort into this. And I feel like they're kind of hard on themselves because of it. And it's almost like if I put in the energy, then it's always going to lead to this separation. It could even be that, you know, if we actually have a commitment, pot number 4 is going to get tired of me and they're going to walk away. There's this strong feeling of like them not feeling good enough, or them feeling like you're going to get bored, them feeling like nothing is going to, you know, it's never going to go far. I see this potential with pot number 4, but pot number 4 doesn't see the same way. You know, I really feel like there's this strong belief that this is doomed, you know. Nothing can really happen from here. But they definitely, I feel like they imagine a lot like in the shower or during shower when they're, you know, washing themselves up, they could really do it there, and kind of imagine you there with them. That could also be something. But I also feel like they could be a little bit into tying you up or something around those lines. I really feel like they love the way you dress though. But there's also something about like kissing you. I really feel like they want to kiss you. And there's also something about like wanting to run their hands through your body or something. And they really, really would like to, like these two positions, writing and on the side. I really feel like they would like to do that. That is something that they also fantasize about. I do feel like there's also some level of public, not in the sense of like doing it outside. I don't really get that. I get it more has like either a party or like some family gathering, or it's like people are around but we kind of sneak out and we do it. I also feel like that's something that this person fantasizes about. And it's like they really have strong, oh my god, they really have strong feelings for you. We'll talk about that. But there's this feeling of like, I'm not good enough for you. This is not going to happen. Pile number 4, does it feel the same way? This, it's always going to lead to heartbreak. This person is like, I don't know, they really want you, but they feel like they can have you. There's something around that. But we'll hear some messages from them. So, oh my god, was that we were talking about the shower, and we have the shower is calling for us, so there we go. We also have, I won't stop until you're sore. Don't make a sound or we'll be caught. There we go. Gosh, I'm good. There's really this thing of like, I really don't get outside play. I get more like a family gathering, friends, party, something like that. And you're kind of sneaking out. And you're just like doing it in the bathroom or something. We also have let me dominate you, be my thingy. We also have can you take the pipe? That head game makes me want more. Rain me, yeah. So that's definitely something. I miss you so much. I need you right here, right now. You taste so good. And tease me until I'm begging for it. I would kind of, if you're just listening to the reading, I would kind of advise you to kind of pull into the video and read because I cannot say all of these things. But yeah, so I definitely feel like this person definitely wants to please you. And there's this strong thing of, and I feel like with this, tease me, there's really that thing of like, they just, especially when you're hugging, there's something about like hugs. There's something, or it's like anything that you do, I feel like it just makes this person so crazy that it's like, you're teasing me. My God, you're teasing me. But I feel like, you're just breathing, you're just eating. I don't think you're really doing it without intention, but it's like, I really feel like they're just so crazy about anything and everything that you do. There's also something about like the way that you talk. I feel like sometimes, to be honest, this person is really not listening to you. This person is really not paying attention at all. Because they're like so focused on your lips and how they look and how they would feel, and they really, really want to kiss you. I feel like that's definitely something. But yeah, there's also a lot of oral action here, and I really feel like there's this thing of like them craving more and wanting more, but feeling like they cannot have you, and I feel like it really hurts them. But they could have more, I just feel like they put blockages up when blockages are not even there. Physically, there are not blockages in this connection, I would say. Maybe there are, but it doesn't appear so far. And I kind of feel like the obstacles are more inside and more internal. And it's this person kind of, making them up or something. So, yeah, pile number 4. This is what I have for you. I hope you know who this person is. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, definitely smash that like button for me and subscribe. I would so love to have you here. That is the easiest way for you to support me. We have a lot more 18 plus readings and all types of readings, not just that. So if you're interested in that, definitely take a look. But if you want to support me any further, I would love to have you in my other 2 channels. If you are a cusp or a, just regular zodiac sign, I have 2 channels, the Sunny Virgo and the Sunny Virgo Tarot. Definitely go check them out. And you can also check out my Patreon and private readings. Those are going to be down below. On the private readings, we do have 18 plus ones, so check it out. If you're interested, or in the Patreon, we have self-care content, twin flame readings, spiritual guidance, that kind of stuff. Okay. So with that being said, I love you very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.